Convention.
Good afternoon, Mary Jane. It's a pleasure to actually get to sit down with you now. So Mary Jane's been attending the convention here in Boston. Mary Jane, what can you say so far as your highlight here at the convention?
Highlight? Oh my God, it's all so exciting. I mean, Christopher Burke, Life Goes On, Joe and John DeMasi. It's just all too exciting to pick just one thing.
I heard that you're a big Joe and John DeMasi fan. Is this true?
Absolutely, they are the best. Imagine two brothers able to have a band that supports a young man that had a successful show that, P.S., happens to have Down syndrome. How cool is that? And yes, they're Italian.
I also happen to hear that you're becoming a much bigger fan of the New York Yankees recently. Is this true?
Yes, I love the Yankees. I'm from New Jersey, of course.
Does it have anything to do with your newfound crush on Paul, our producer? I seem to be seeing you two a lot together recently.
That's an odd question. I have to go now.
Paul, it's such a pleasure to actually get down and sit and talk with you. It seems that you found your Yankee hat and glasses. No one will have to see you in your alias again.
Well, now that we're indoors, my glasses aren't coming in particularly handy, but I do appreciate the overall look.
I'm sure, though, with kind of stardom that you've received recently, it's good not to have to be as recognized and you can just shadow out.
Well, actually, Matt, I think a lot of people didn't recognize me here at the convention. I didn't get as many pats on the back as I normally do, but perhaps the glasses is part of my overall image.
Probably. So what do you think of the convention so far, Paul?
Well, we don't have this sort of thing where I come from, and none of you really know where I come from. But to come here to America, experience 3 days like this, in a community full of families and people with Down syndrome, is a world that I love.
Oh, right. Well, it also seems recently that I've been bumping into you and Mary Jane a lot this weekend. But if I recall, you were married to a former television producer, Paula.
Paula is like an arch villain. She stalked many celebrities that I introduced her to, and I just couldn't live that sort of a life. It brought my reputation down, so we sort of parted our ways, mostly for business purposes.
So you're no longer Easter egg napping together. Wow. So what does that mean for the future with you and Mary Jane?
Mary Jane?
Mary Jane, who I've been seeing around set with recently.
What does my future have to do with Mary Jane?
Well, Paul, we'll come back to that question later.
I mean, she does tend to follow me around a little bit, but cute as she may be, I'd rather not really talk about my future.
All right, one last question, Paul. How does it feel to work with Matt and Ann on the Matt and Ann show?
Those boys, they get me in some pickles. But I really do like those boys a lot. I push them a little hard sometime, but you know what? They're going to be very successful someday, thanks to me.
Well, it seems that the film festival's about ready to start, Paul. I'll let you go and go catch up with that, all right?
Well, that's right up my alley, Matt. That's what I'm here for.
It was a pleasure, Paul. Take care.
Thank you.
Then it was off to the film festival.
We are now entering the film festival from the National Down Syndrome Conference. Playing soon will be one of the films featuring a young adult here at the convention. Very excited!
I got to see a fascinating film called Praying with Leor. The movie was about a boy named Leor and his family and the events leading up to Leor's bar mitzvah. I laughed, I cried, I laughed some more, but the movie made me happy that I had a special friend who was just like Leor. After the film festival, I continued my search for Chris Burke, but my efforts were proving to be unsuccessful. Though, I did run into two of our favorite people together.
I'm so excited! Oh, we're on film!
They got us together. Good seeing you again, Joe.
Oh, baby! Well, we'll have to keep an eye on those two now, won't we? Well, anyway, my day at the convention was coming to a close and still no luck in finding Chris Burke. Shucks, better luck tomorrow, right? Anyway, Anthony was getting out of his workshops, and we were both very excited to see each other, and our stomachs were excited too, because now we could head on out into Boston, grab some lunch, and I could hear all about his day. And then we could do some exploring! And Just in case we were to run into any stinky Red Sox fans, Anthony prepared what he would say, just in case.
It's your daddy.
The rest of our journey is to be continued.
Oh. Okay. Woo! Keep on doing.
I don't know if ninjas eat parts of the stomach. Hey, Paul, what's going on? It's hard to come to episode. Sorry, Anthony.
We got the stuff. I got big news.
What kind of news?
Really big news.
Like, how big is big?
I mean, this news is so big, it makes a groundhog.
So, boys, I'm thinking about revamping the show. Anthony's the first.
Battle of Represent. I will never do that apple again. Fuse to relate. I'm Matt. I am Ed.
And who are we?
Matt and Ed.
Hello again, America.
Hello, America.
And thank you for joining us on our car ride en route to Boston. Cut that. Anthony, you feel to be busted.
Fourth of all, Mr. Massive piece of that. I said go for him. That's it. Boston, tell me this.
Keep walking. Gotta keep walking.
It's your daddy.
Shine.